Hello and welcome to episode 137 of TrustyHogs. My name is Helen Bauer. I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my friend Catherine. She's also a stand-up comedian.
Hello.
And her surname's Bohart. She does stand-up comedy and so do I. And this is our podcast, TrustyHogs, where we talk about how fucking sick we are. And then that's it.
We help the listeners with their problems.
We do help you with your problems. We try our best. God bless us.
Helen, you started the episode, but I need water. So it's a real nightmare because I was trying to hold in a cough the whole time.
Let's play the jingle now while you go get that.
Please.
See you in a bit.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them. Or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. It's Helen and Catherine as the Trusty Hogs. Trust the Trusty Hogs, or maybe not.
Sorry about that, Helen. Part of the reason I was dehydrated perhaps is because I worked out this morning.
Ew. No, I'm celebrating that
A
for
new
you.
class in my local area.
Wait, you've left Pilates?
No, I haven't left Pilates. You could do more than one type of class.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Sorry, I got really defensive.
You
there.
did, you
I was
did.
like, no, I still go to Pilates. Girls, I'm coming.
Wait, this is a local class?
This is a new
the
class
run
I've never
club?
done. But no, this is my run club. Because I can't go to run club tonight because yesterday, remember I wore my Doc Martens and then I ran in them and then I got the most gay injury you can get, which is that I've cut the back of my ankle, so I can't go to run club tonight, so I'm gutted.
That is not the most gay injury, but continue.
You're right. I've never broken a finger, thank God. But
I thought it was tongue fatigue, but each to their own. Is tongue fatigue a thing? Let's make it a thing. Please continue.
It felt like a pickup line. Let's make it a thing. You get gayer as we speak. So here's the thing. We this morning I went to ballet size.
I'm obsessed.
You're gonna love every single thing about this class. I walked in and I was like, I'm in a play? Question mark.
What did you wear? What did you wear?
Okay, so I just wore, I mean, to be fair, I did wear my like a highest of socks, but I wore just like normal exercise wear. But then I went, right? And it was my first time there. And all of the characters that had already been to this play before, to this show, they were in this class before. Mm-hmm. I get there and the sweetest gay man, who's like old for a dancer but young for a guy, is running the class. You get it.
So 40?
Very good guess, but about 36, I'd say.
Slay.
He is wearing a little gilet and bun bag that he at no point during the class takes off. He will not be disrobing for the class. He runs this place and he obviously, I'm sorry, but like a man who like clearly thinks himself above exercise is running this exercise class. He's like, ew, I would never. How embarrassing that you're all here to exercise. So
he's there for the art.
He says to me, he was like, this is your first class? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, you'll be fine. Have you done ballet before? And I was like, no, I have done ballet in my like till like I haven't done any as an adult. And I did it like as a child and through my teens. And he was like, okay, well, just so you know, it's very balletic. So
very what?
Balletic. So hopefully you'll be able to keep up. And I was like, okay. Then there are 3 women in this class, right? There's a Brazilian woman. There's an older woman called We'll be hearing name every 3 seconds in the class. And there's another woman whose name I don't know, but is the favourite because she hates him and treats him with total disdain.
Slay.
It's astonishing. So
there's only 4 of you in a class?
There's only 4 of us in a class.
That's too few. That's too few.
It's too few. It's a 45-minute class that starts 10 minutes late because he's like vibing. He's playing country music exclusively. He doesn't want to play ballet music.
Fun.
Obsessed. I make a joke about how at the end, because it's surprisingly hard, I'm like, wow, all that country music made me walk like a cowboy. And he's like, I don't get it. And I was like, okay, cool. I really get to spend the day with you. Here's my favorite thing about this. Okay, so the dynamic is this. The girl who is his favorite, who sort of like treats him with disdain, is constantly going on her phone. And he's always like, hey, girl, off your phone. And she's like, 1 minute. And he's like, to the whole group, he's like, this girlie works so hard. She works so hard. She's such a boss bitch. But she's just ignoring him.
She's got a phone on her during
the class. She leaves 15 minutes early by getting up and just walking out. And he's like, you got to go. And she's like, mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, girl, have a great day. And she leaves. No word of reply. The rest of the time is spent...
She's too boundaried. There's some people that just have too many boundaries.
It's
up.
fantastic.
Like, I can do whatever I want.
It's amazing. In my head, they're like, actually, he's like her younger brother and they're just not revealing that to the class. The older woman who's like not old, but he acts like she's like 1,000 years old. He keeps being like, you've got to redo your bands.
Wait, what are your
Jane."
bands?
So we're working with exercise bands that are extremely long,
Because
right?
it's not actually ballet, right? So it's like
No, it's like exercises that are taken from ballet and influenced by ballet. He says to me very early on, "Oh my God, all Irish people have beautiful feet." No one has ever said this to me in my life. I have tiny, bunioned, horrible feet. But I was like, okay, thanks. And then he's like, "I want to see those beautiful feet. Point, point, point." And I was like, ah! But I loved it, obviously. And then he keeps everything does. He's like, "You're wrong, baby girl." But then he's using this other girl, the Brazilian girl, as his example for everything. She does the examples for the whole class because he doesn't even seem to want to get on the floor to show us the exercises. But she's been before, so he just uses her as his guinea pig. It is heaven on earth. I'm obsessed with their entire dynamic. We'll go back just to find out the group. Yeah, it's so toxic. It's toxic as
so
hell.
toxic.
It's toxic as hell. But I was obsessed with it. I couldn't believe my luck. Like,
he's
walking
gonna
into
start hitting you guys.
Oh yeah, it really had that energy. He goes like this at one point. He was like, "They hate this one. Go down, girls," and everyone gets on the floor and has to do this exercise with this ball. And I was like, "Ah!" I'm losing my mind. The worst part is though, right? The whole time I was like, honestly, I feel nothing. This class is not hard. I don't really understand the point of this. Like, I'm having a nice time. I'm loving the show, but like,
And you're also loving in your brain being like, this isn't even a work.
yeah, I'm barely moving.
Oh my God, this whole thing.
Honestly, I was like, this is hell. I like, don't really understand the point. I'm having fun, but like, I don't understand the point of it. And then I tried to get up. Having worked on the floor for about 25 minutes, I tried to get up, and my legs are like jelly, like shaking. I was like, oh fuck, you really feel it when you try to walk. Coming upstairs has been hell all day. So he sort of like stealth burned me.
As your friend, you are not going back.
Do you think?
He is gonna physically harm you.
Yeah, I did just recently
He
listen to...
wants you. He is
Yeah.
clearly getting off in pain and playing dynamics against each
But
other.
he said he's going to do a social event with line dancing, and that sounds fun.
Don't go. Don't go. He's playing you all against each other.
Yeah.
You're literally watching be bullied from the
Yeah,
sounds of
we
it.
are.
And ballet can...
I know. I did just listen to an episode of Was I in a Cult about a ballet cult. And now that you say it.
So then you immediately
Wasn't
sign up for a
different enough.
ballet exercise class?
Yeah, it's mad that I did that straight away.
Thing is, I'd stay in it long enough to get the outfits.
Well,
Because
I
they're
wanna-
so cute. The leotards with the... What do they have? What's it called? The elastic band that goes around your waist?
Do you mean a tutu?
Not the tutu. When I did ballet when I was
With a
little,
little belt.
we had like character skirts. Do you remember character skirts and character shoes?
No.
And they were like long black skirts with like ribbons around the bottom.
Oh, fabulous, but no.
Miss Shelton said they were normal.
We just always had pink leotards and tutus.
My mum does ballet twice a week. You should join her class.
I'd actually love to.
I think it's way more accommodating
Yeah.
because they're all in their 70s and 80s.
It was so fun and funny though. I really, really enjoyed it. It went by in a second because I was just like, what is everyone's deal? Like I was obsessed
How long were you in
with the
there for?
dynamics. It's supposed to be 45 minutes, but it started 10 minutes late, but then it ended 10 minutes late because he was on a go slow because he was having one of those days. He said. And on Saturday, I'm doing a new class in my area called Matitude.
He's not there.
No, it's a different class called Matitude, which I'm already excited about, and I
Is
hope
there
it's
attitude on the mat?
I think so.
I swear to God, I know. Oh, okay. I know I should be supportive, but fucking hell.
Oh my God, honestly, Helen,
Fucking hell,
I know. I
Catherine.
hear myself
Just
say
for women in general.
I know.
It's
I
so
know.
embarrassing. We're never going to get any further.
As
because
I
of
signed-
women like
Helen,
you.
as I signed up for it, I was
This
like,
man is making an absolute killing just looking at you, getting on the floor.
Helen, when I signed up for Matitude, I thought I should just have a kid. This is why people have children. It's so that they don't have to go to Matitude. Like, I'm as sad about who I am as you are for me. I genuinely remember thinking like, that looks fun. Signed up, and then afterwards was like, Matitude? Wow, I've lost my mind, I guess. Yeah, I think I probably need like a life. But on tour, it's like you need stuff to do, and I don't have any I don't get to do any exercise. So when I get the chance, I
No, and this is why I'm trying to like. I want to be supportive because I also need to like readdress my relationship with exercise, but. When you say the words,
No, I'm not
you
making it
say,
easy. I'm not making it
feels
easy.
like an attack on
Yeah.
so many people. Like,
I know.
was it ballet size again? Ballet size?
ballet size.
Ballet size. Like,
No, I know. I really know. I feel like I'm watching myself. Surely I'm having a breakdown, but I feel well. But it mustn't be going well. Things can't be good.
I don't think anyone signs up for ballet size and matitude.
Matitude. Please.
Apologies. Within that closer, who's.
I can't be thriving.
But I want to be
feel
aware
right.
of your mental health space.
I know. I must
You
be vulnerable.
can't be okay because you wouldn't. That ballet class. Am I wrong here? Just Andrew M.
No,
like
no.
that
No,
sounds
no,
so
I agree.
evil.
Yeah.
Do you want me to come with you?
Matitude's run by a different company now, to be fair.
To be fair to who?
To the class. To Matt.
Okay.
I hope I can imagine it's told by a man called Matt. That'd be so cute.
Can we just say if there's less than 5 people in Matitude,
Fewer.
that's a sign. Fewer. Oh, fuck off. Right. Because exercise classes, particularly in the area of London you live, they must be oversubscribed. People want them, right? People are gagging for exercise classes.
It's a hot part of
If there's
town.
one that has 4 people in it and someone leaves early,
It's not good. That's so true.
can't
Oh
be
my God, that's
good.
actually such a good point because every exercise class I have been to in the area is oversubscribed. You're so right. I should have walked in and gone, something bad happened here. Someone died here. There's a
do you
spook.
just want to wear a bun? What is it like?
I don't know. I'm just sort of. Oh God, what is up with me?
No. In the same way,
What is up
what
with
my
me?
therapist says to me about what are you using food to replace? What are you using exercise to replace? It might not be the time and place to have this conversation so
No, I think
publicly.
you're dead right. I think I am driving a lot, so I'm sitting down a lot. So I feel like I have all this extra energy.
I understand that. Yeah.
I'm not seeing a lot of people because I'm on tour, so I am like spending a lot of time alone.
I'm going to the theatre. The theatre.
I went to the theatre the other night, but that was with my house. I went with all the
That's
girls from my
different.
house
That's
to
different.
see
Okay.
what's it called? Thank you so much. Multiple casualty incident at the Yard. Very good. Enjoyed it very much.
liked the
Thought it
Yard
was very
Theatre.
relevant right now.
Lovely.
And was sad there weren't more people in the audience. I thought it was good. I liked the Yard Theatre a lot.
Let's go.
And Rosa Robson's a beautiful actor. Wow. She's very, very good.
I love Rosa Robson.
A real talent.
You can see her in Small Doses, my pilot on the BBC.
Is she in your pilot?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, she's so great.
Just to go back,
Please. To where?
what we're using exercise.
Oh yeah, so I'm not seeing anybody. And yeah, I think I just feel I need like any stimulation. Like I voluntarily went to an art gallery with Ellen and her mom the other day, and I don't really like look at art, but I really enjoyed it actually. Oh, I went to see the Auerbach charcoal heads. Have you seen those?
What has happened to you?
Auerbach. A German artist?
Who's back?
No.
Very droll.
Very
No,
droll.
our back.
I feel like we swapped roles. I'm
Who's
telling you
Auerbach?
what I'm doing with my
just,
time.
You're like, yeah.
Auerbach.
Who are you?
I know, right? It was there good. I liked it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then we went to Bancone for lunch afterwards. Have you been to Bancone for pasta?
No.
It's delicious. It was really
Where
nice.
is it?
There's one on Covent Garden. It's actually like affordable for delicious food. Really good pasta. Really good.
You
And
become
then
40.
did I accidentally
haven't told
age
me.
down?
Like-
Have I been pretending I was 35 but actually I'm 40
You're
the whole
going to
time?
galleries with your girlfriend's mum.
Yeah,
You're
it's
going
nice.
for pasta meal in Covent Garden.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Then we went to Leto after for dessert. Like
What the fuck's Leto? What's happening here?
a different
Why
restaurant
live
for
in this
dessert.
city?
It's like we went to real like tourist haunts, but like the places you bring somebody's mom when you want them to have a nice time. It was so nice. We had cakes.
Last night, me and Sunil ordered curry from the New Duanium
The what?
and watched Sexy Beast.
The what? New Duanium.
New Duanium.
What's
it's a
that?
nice curry place.
What are the words we're saying here?
New Duanium.
New Duanium.
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 That sounds like I'm saying it wrong, but I swear I'm saying it right. The New Duanium.
New Duanium.
Now I'm hearing it. But like,
What's Sexy Beast?
really good film actually. Because you know the other week when I watched Zone of Interest at 7:30 in the morning and got a bit funny.
No, that's
Did I
a
not tell you
terrible
that?
idea.
Did I
No.
not say this?
No.
I was struggling with jet lag, and I was like, I wanted to watch this film, so I might as well go
No.
in. Maybe it was 6:30. It was really bad.
No.
Done with it about 8:45, mentally in a
That's
very
such a
funny
weird
place.
way to start the day.
Really tricky place. Yeah, definitely. Was walking around in a bit of a funk because it's like for anyone who doesn't know, Zone of Interest is set at a death camp. It's so harrowing. It's so harrowing. It's a really not. It's not a Most films aren't a pre-8 a.m. start film.
No, I agree.
But that I'd say definitely not.
It's a
But I
definite
wanted
no-no.
to watch it and, you know, at the time.
Yeah.
So, but then Sunil was like, oh, if you like that, you should watch other Jonathan Glazer films. So we watched Sexy Beast, and it is very funny.
What's it about?
It's like a heist film with like Ray Winston, Sir Ben
You've
Kingsley.
Lost me. You've
Sir
lost me. You've
Ben
lost
Kingsley.
Me. You've lost me. I'm gone.
It's very good though.
You lost me at heist.
I just feel like
Nah.
I've lost you a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. I basically got real weird on my tour, but I think what has happened to me is I feel like I've done... I feel a bit like COVID Catherine, because you know.
Oh no, COVID Catherine was so sad.
I know, but
oh no, Catherine,
Listen.
You once told me in 1 week 5 times about a man bolting a cabinet to a wall, and I wasn't interested enough the first time. You weren't well, and I'm sorry. I feel like I'm attacking you today, but I'm not. I've done a lot of therapy over the last 2 days.
Can I say why I feel like COVID
Okay.
Catherine? The reason is I'm just spending a lot of time with myself, and I'm living a very unstructured life because I'm not getting to be home much. So I feel like I'm trying to impose a little bit of structure by going to exercise classes and like taking in some culture and making my brain feel like useful and exposing myself to things that I wouldn't otherwise, because otherwise the time is all dead, and I hate to have dead time because then I feel like I'm wasting my life, and if I'm wasting my life, why am I doing anything that I'm doing? And if I'm not sure why I'm doing anything I'm doing, then why am I doing it? Because ultimately it doesn't even necessarily have the benefits of a regular job.
Do you remember during
So
COVID?
then you're like,
okay, oh dear.
oh God, maybe I'm not good.
Remember when you started talking to yourself because you were scared you'd lose your accent?
I was really worried. I didn't want to end up sounding like Alexa. I wasn't having it.
So scared you were
I
gonna lose
wasn't having
your
it. I was like, no. I was sitting alone for days on end. I was just silent, and all I was doing was watching American television as well. So I was really worried I was going to be like, end up sounding like everyone from Schitt's Creek.
Thing is, I know that I'm gonna end up. I'm
fine.
We live in the same circles. We do the same job. Like I will end up at Mattitude.
Yeah.
At some point in my
Yeah.
life.
You never come to exercise classes with me.
I see me more like
I could see
body pump.
Yes, I could totally see you at a hula hoop class. Right.
I heard something so profound the other day.
Go on.
I was like listening to Crystal Hefner's autobiography, Hugh Hefner's
You don't need
last
to explain who
wife,
Crystal Hefner is.
Slay.
So rude that you even tried
And she
to.
was talking about Sunday Funday or
Wait,
Sunday
was she on her
Fun.
own podcast or was she guesting on somebody else's?
Her book.
Her book.
Yeah.
Go on.
Once again, shout out to Audible, the best platform of all time. Yes, this morning I couldn't sleep and I did download my new audiobook, which is My Mother, Rose West by Mae West, her oldest surviving daughter.
Christ.
Yeah. I need to sort my life. What is wrong with both of us?
It's
actually?
mad that you're judging
That's
me.
mental.
It's mad that you're judging me. Was the profound hula hooping concept going to come back in?
Crystal Hefner, nothing
Okay,
to
please.
do with the Wests.
Fine.
So Crystal was like saying like how all the girls had to pretend they like to like play in like a very like silly girly way for the guys to watch on a Sunday, and she was like, and can I just say it? Nobody likes to hula hoop in a string bikini, and I was like, that feels so real because like I've never hula hooped in a string bikini, but I can imagine it being very
I've
uncomfortable.
not even hula hooped.
Should we get hula? Have you? Did you hula hoop at school?
No, I was a skipping rope girl.
But did
that
hula
makes total sense.
Right? Fuck you, Andrew. What's that supposed to mean?
I know.
What does that mean? 'Cause
What's
that felt
that supposed to
really.
mean?
You said that like.
I have got 2 skipping ropes. We could use those at my house in the park.
No, I've got my breasts
In my
are too big.
backyard?
My breasts are too big.
Stop
My breasts are
again.
too big.
I'll
My
hold
breasts
them.
are too big. I can't skip. My breasts are too big.
Could you hula hoop?
I could hula hoop. Yeah, fine with the breasts with hula. How long do you think they are? It's not a problem for me to hula hoop. Like my tits are big, but they're not like.
Well, I just thought if the pain, not that they get caught, but rather the pain is the bouncing.
It's not
I
the.
thought.
No, it's not. Why am I jumping with a hula hoop?
Well, there's sort of a movement to it.
Yeah, a movement. I'm not jumping, and my nipples aren't like playing with my belly button.
Okay.
One day they will, sure, but at the
right.
moment we're
Young.
we're around the waist.
Okay, nice. Great.
We're in the area.
All right.
Okay.
I believe you.
Fuck me.
I didn't mean to insult you.
I'm not insulted. Well, I want to go back to what Andrew just said with you being a skipping rope
I am
girl.
a skipping rope girly.
Well, just because like hula hoop there's a lot of I don't know, personal pleasure in hula hooping. It's a very solo endeavor, whereas there is an admin and control involved in running the skipping. I can imagine you being like, okay, next. Okay, that's 6 jumps. Next.
A, yes, but B, I mostly skipped alone.
Oh.
Sorry.
You know what? You feel like a bit of a bit.
Stop.
Andrew, did you run my ballet science class this morning?
Stop. We're doing a compliment circle. We haven't done it in ages, but we're being nasty with each other. We're being short. We're being cruel. I understand that I'm bringing some of that energy to the table.
You're bringing all of that energy.
I had a tricky day. We had a worm in the flat.
What?
Now. Ready?
Are we going to return to that?
We'll deal with that later. I want us to do this. Andrew.
Oh,
compliment Catherine and then compliment me and then we'll go round. Go.
Fabulous. Catherine, I love your top today. Big fan. I'm loving your energy today as well. You're a very kind friend. It was nice to walk back to the station with you yesterday and have a catch up. It was really lovely.
So nice. Wow.
Andrew, I'm ready.
Sorry, are you allowed to undercut the compliment circle with insults?
I don't think I did. I think I breathed when you heard a word because you're paranoid.
Okay. Now we need a compliment circle within the compliment circle.
Are you alright?
I need to take it. I'm being so mean.
You are. What's going on with you? Are you feeling defensive?
No. I don't know.
Do you need a hug?
No.
Okay. Andrew, give Helen her compliment, please.
First of all, I love your new jeans.
Thank you.
And
they've got hearts on them to match my sunny attitude.
And second of all, I know that I've said this before, but you're very, very funny. That first episode we had in the studio, there's so many like clip notes and stuff because there were lots of funny anecdotes and jokes, and you were on fine form.
Thank you. That felt good, actually. Andrew and Catherine, I'd like to compliment you now. I'd like to go with Andrew first because you just did me. Andrew, I love whenever we have a cuddle. I love that you went to Chesterton World of Adventures the other day, and I love that you made time to go on the Gruffalo ride, even though it is only children.
It was really nightmarish, actually.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Imagine how it was for the kids with a flaming homosexual behind them being like, this is for children!
Like, compliment circle is still going.
Sorry.
Catherine, I just love you, and I feel like I've been very short with you. I have been very mean to you today. And yesterday I was very late, and then I did leave early because I misunderstood the meeting phrase of meet someone and meeting. And 35 minutes into our meeting someone, I was like, this is mental. And left Catherine to finish a meeting by herself. And that was bad. But
is this confession or compliment?
I don't know. I love you, and I'm glad you are filling your days with things that bring you joy. And I'm not saying anything else.
Thank you so much.
We're ready.
You look beautiful with your hair back today. Oh my gosh, it really
Oh,
suits you.
now
Your skin's
we're
glowing.
Em. I want to compliment Em as well, because
Please.
otherwise you're fit as fuck.
But we can't both just go fickle because she's so hot.
You're very kind.
And nice. You are nice. And also a very good cook.
And
oh
you live
my God,
lovely
what a
cuddles.
nice cook. Oh God.
I
So
think.
tall.
Do you feel better now?
Well, I should probably give Andrew his compliment.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Andrew, I loved catching up with you yesterday. I felt like I'd really missed our quality friend time. It was so nice to hang out rather than just do work together. And it was you're such a charming man. I also think you're a very good stand-up comedian, Helen.
Thank you.
I also think that.
Thank you.
I am more in love with you than I was before, because when we went to Australia, I felt like we got to know each other even better,
Look
which
me in
I
the eyes.
didn't think was really possible, because I feel like you really share everything. But I felt like you were kind of the reason it was fun and manageable for me. And I realized when we were there that I sort of take you for granted as a sort of like family member in a way.
Oh my
And
God. I'm not Irish.
I know, but I just feel like I will put up with you treating me most ways, and because we spent too much time together.
Aww.
But it was sort of, when you were there, I was just like, whoa, God, she's so kind and nice. And I don't know that the world always is like particularly kind back to you, but you just take everything in your stride.
Shut up!
But you take everything in your stride.
I hate compliment circle now.
And I was really in awe of you when we were there, and I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm touching you.
I
even
don't
though I know
really
you don't
want
want to
that.
touch me,
Yeah,
but
thanks so
mentally
much.
I'm touching
Do you want to come to Mattitude?
I feel bad. No, I do not want to come to Mattitude. That will not make things better.
Was that nice?
I think it was good.
Okay.
I think I'm just being like an asshole.
It's okay. Are you
Can I
due
tell you
on?
about the worm?
Are you due
Can I-
on?
No, not even close.
Is it the therapy? What's been going on for you?
No idea. Actually, I do. I did lots of therapy this week.
That'll maybe do it. Maybe
we'll
you're feeling
discuss it
exposed.
later.
Is that an extras issue?
I
That's
think
an
so,
extras thing.
yeah.
Okay, fine.
But there was a worm. Can I do this now?
Yeah, why do you
'Cause
don't have to keep asking permission? You're allowed to
there
talk
was-
about whatever you want.
Okay.
Apart from any of the things that I don't want you to talk about.
I'm glad you're doing everything well and you're thriving. Did a lot of therapy this week. Had a big session. Finished and was still crying. Went into Sunil's room for a cuddle. And I was
Was he
cuddling
okay
him.
with that?
I went, can I have a cuddle? And he sort of pushed his laptop slightly to the side in his bed. And I went, no, like laptop away, proper cuddy. So then jumped on top of him, got a proper cuddy.
On his bed?
Yeah. I'm
How are
usually
you
not
guys
allowed
not
on
fucking?
it. I'm usually not. Actually, no, I was on it yesterday as well, last night, because I wanted some attention. So I just
Last
lay on it,
night?
just talking, showing him different reels that I liked. Yeah.
Are you guys
After we watched Sexy Beast.
feeling a little more romantic?
No, I think I was really needy.
Okay.
But then I was like lying on his bed and I was like having my cuddle, and then I could just like, there was just this massive worm.
I really thought you were going to say erection.
He was fucking rock hard and my clit was sopping. No, there was just this worm.
Wait, sorry, let's just put one image to the side and then return to the real one. Why is there a worm in your house? Where?
That's what I said.
Where?
I was like, why is there a worm in the flat?
Where?
In his room on the floor. And it'd been there for a while because half
Does
of it
he
was
have a
dust.
back? Does he have a room? No.
It was a dusty worm.
Oh, God.
And it had a couple of his hairs attached
That's
to it.
disgusting.
And I was like, why is there a worm in your room? And he went, there's not a worm in my room. And I went, what's that then? And he looked down and he went, well, that's a big worm. And I went, yeah, no, it is. And I was like, where did Wormy come from?
Do you live on the ground floor?
Yeah, well, you know we live on the ground floor. You've been around the flat loads
Well,
of
wait,
times.
is there a room? Is there
His room, his bedroom. Have you been allowed in it yet? Or
No,
does
does
it
it
lock
back
you?
on? Does it have a room into
Yeah,
door
so
into
we
the
both can like go onto the patio. We've both got doors in our rooms.
God.
But like, I was like, why is there a worm there? And then he was like, oh, I don't like the worm. And I was like, well, I'll get rid of the worm. But like,
How
you
did
need
you get
to.
rid of it?
I got some toilet paper and picked it up and then like threw it onto the dirt outside. Like gently threw it because it was a little worm. Well, it wasn't. It was big, but it was sweet. I left the dust on it. I didn't want to like pull it off.
No, you're not. What are you like patting the worm down? Jesus. No.
But like it was just mad. I was like, where's this worm from? And like there is a big step up into his. Do you know what I mean? Like the worm he would have had to climb. So I was like, well, where did this come from? It's like maybe I had my door open. I was like, but you didn't. And then I was like,
how do you know he didn't?
Because like that morning I'd been doing therapy in my room, which means that like I close my window so my neighbors can't hear because I'm super paranoid. And then he's in his room and I know if he goes out for like a cigarette or something because I can see it open. And we sort of have this deal when if I'm doing therapy that he's either not in or if he is in, he's sort of in his room.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm worried people are like, which is so common, right?
Yeah.
So he'd been in his room. Which means that...
Which part is common? That people would listen into your therapy? Or
Or that you're worried about being overheard.
Yeah.
But like, there was a really...
And you never feel that way about the wanking, but you always feel that way about the therapy.
I think wanking's so different. Like, it's not that vulnerable. Do you know what I mean?
Really? Are you quite defensively going at it?
I just think, like, if someone catches you wanking, fine. But if someone catches you crying...
I feel differently.
Would you rather
Go
your
on.
sex tape get leaked or your therapy session gets leaked?
Such a good question.
Thank you.
Sex. Wow, I would prefer sex.
Oh my God, it depends on the sex and depends on the therapy session. It really does.
Yes,
Like,
but 6 times out of 10, I'm saying more embarrassing things in therapy than I am.
do you remember
in
that
sex.
time I had sex and I was so drunk I vomited by farted at
Yes,
the same time?
everyone remembers that. It's an image I constantly think about.
That would be rough to have that released.
You count that part as the sex tape?
It's all part of the night, isn't it?
I didn't think you thought that was still
Do you think
sex.
the sex tape stops immediately at orgasm?
I think the sex doesn't. You're not counting the bit where you go to the bathroom to vomit and then fart with the door open as still the sex. You're not like, we're having sex now, are you?
No, we weren't. We'd
So
fallen
like, I
asleep.
think then you can cut it off there.
I still don't think it's a good watch, that one.
Oh no. To be
No,
clear,
no,
that's
no.
not what I'm saying either.
No.
I'm just saying, I think I would feel less exposed.
Trying to think about
I
like what's the best option for me. Maybe sex tape. Therapy is so...
Imagine.
But also like sex tape gets released, like you're upset that it's been released, then also you're checking the views on that.
Yeah, and also
like
like
the paranoia that no one wants to see it, like that's intense.
and also like at some point I'll be like 30 years older and be like, I look pretty hot, whereas like I don't think I'll ever look back and be like,
Do you look
those
good
were
when
real
you're having
problems.
sex though? Do you look good?
No one looks. I actually think if you're trying to look good during sex, you're probably not having great sex. But like, I mean, like I'd be like, whoa, my body looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I feel like I'll never look back and be like, those were real problems that were worth paying £110 an hour to fix.
We've got to get you a cheaper therapist.
I do.
That's mental.
Well, I've been in hospitals, so they really
Do they actually say no? How
they
badly
see you
need
coming.
it?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Andrew, thank you so much for that question. What
pleasure.
a wonderful input you've made.
What was the
today.
question?
Would you rather have your sex tape?
Oh.
leaked or
Yeah,
your
remember
therapy
it was like
session?
literally 10 seconds ago.
The last 5 minutes of the podcast.
Holy shit!
I'm well.
I don't think. Are we? Yeah, we're okay.
What have you had to eat today? I feel like we're talking blood sugar crazy levels today.
Oh my god! I
Wait,
haven't
what?
had lunch.
Have you not? What have you had today?
What have I had today?
What have you had today?
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I've eaten.
What have you had today?
I got up at 3 a.m. because I couldn't sleep and I had a bagel, and then
What's on the bagel?
like just not even toasted, just butter and a bagel. I just woke up hungry and I
What
was
kind
like,
of
this will
bagel
make me
we
fall
talking?
asleep. Just the New York company, whatever they're called. They come in those
Plain
bags.
cinnamon poppy.
Plain.
Thank you.
And then had leftover curry.
For breakfast.
I had therapy at midday, so I'd say like 11:40
Okay, so you did new geranium.
last night.
Was it new geranium?
Duanium.
Geranium.
How can we not say this? This is basically a curry place that me and Emma Black found ages ago.
Right.
We cannot figure out how they're in business.
Why did you keep going back there?
Because they do a deal that is so good for the customer. We're like, what? How are they making
Talk me
money?
through it.
Okay, so we would pay, I think it was £12.50
Wow.
for a meal for one.
Right.
And usually at places when it says a meal for one, it's like a starter and a main, or a main and a dessert.
Or a main and a drink if they're being real scabby.
Wait for fucking this. Starter, side, naan, rice.
What?
Main.
No.
I'm not joking. And the starter could
What's
be
the
like,
side that isn't naan or rice?
wait for it, like a full portion of aloo gobi.
Behave
Or a
yourself.
full portion of chana masala or sagaloo. Like any vegetarian full curry is still technically a side for them.
But this is dinner for two.
They don't think that. They don't fucking think that way. So you get like a
So you guys could
full
pay
naan.
$6.25 each and get dinner for two.
Well, we didn't do that. We're not morons.
Oh.
But like, it's insane. So it's the only place in the world where I get a meal for one and I actually have a meal the next day.
That is heaven on earth.
It's crazy. I also love how earlier I was like, no, I haven't had lunch. And I'm like, I've had a full curry. I actually, wait, I must be going like, I'm really faint. That's why I'm acting so weird. I haven't had any lunch. And it's like, nope, had a full curry and leftover poppadom, which is not good. I don't know why I ate it because it just doesn't keep.
Splash a little bit of water on it and put it back under the grill or in the microwave.
I'm not doing
in the
it.
microwave,
I'm
it
not
really,
doing
like,
it. And I understand what you're saying. I'm just never going to do that. Like, it's just, these are simple tips in life that I will never understand or take.
Fine.
But I appreciate it.
Fine.
My sister made me the most rank dinner the other day.
Really? I thought she was a cook.
I know.
Isn't she a Michelin star?
She, like, I don't think it was rank. I think it's just sort of like, she was like talking up this meal that she was going to make me, that she's prepared it. And I was like, okay, she's giving it all that. It was mackerel, which is not my favourite fish.
I quite like mackerel, but go on.
Okay, it was just that in the oven with a plain jacket potato.
Huh?
With chopped up beetroot with creme fraiche and spring onion. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That actually sounds really bad.
Like, it was just sort of like, how is this a meal? And she was like, she's usually really good at cooking. And I was like,
I like all the component parts, but that's like, what?
and I said no to the free pizza at the comedy club, The Forge, because I was having dinner that she made, and I was just looking at her like, you piece of shit.
That's wrong.
That is heartbreaking.
That
it was
is wrong.
insane.
Once I did Comedia during lockdown,
Yeah.
and they didn't have their kitchen running, but they had a deal with Gourmet Burger Kitchen. But I said, "Oh, don't worry, I'm going to dinner with my friends Joe and Danica," and we got upstairs.
Hi,
and they
Joe
were
and Danica.
like, hello, Joe and Danica. They
I know this story.
we got upstairs and they're like, "We've decided we're going to Gourmet Burger Kitchen." I was like, "No, fuck you. You have to pick somewhere else.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
do.
turning down free Gourmet Burger Kitchen and then paying full price for it." So we went to Pizza Express instead.
I love Pizza Express, in all fairness.
Me too, to be fair.
Yeah, it was just like a plain, and I love jacket potatoes, and she was like, "Oh, you don't like jacket potatoes?" And then she kept going like, "Oh, fish is so good for you. Fish is so good for you."
Fiorentina.
And I was like, "I had fucking salmon for lunch, you freak!" Like,
I'm sorry for shouting. I would get the Fiorentina with the olives and the egg.
you
for,
telling me your Pizza Express
order.
order? Fiorentina.
And you?
What's the mushroomy pizza?
Fungi.
No,
I'll
maybe that.
Google
I
mushroom
like-
pizza.
I like yeah, I think mushroomy pizza. I once had a pasta at Pizza Express that was so bad it's put me off them for life.
Oh yeah, who goes to Pizza Express for pasta?
I had a carbonara once there, spaghetti carbonara.
No.
And they obviously everything comes pre-packaged, the sauce, and they just stir it in, and they hadn't stirred in like half the sauce, and it was, you could still see the shape of the plastic tub the sauce had came from, like on the side of it. And I was like, Pizza Express, no.
But wait, that or
I
the
didn't send it back. I
but
ate
wait,
it.
that or the mackerel. Which would you rather eat if you had to eat one of them now?
This is the thing. The mackerel, I had access to mayonnaise,
Right.
which also put me in a tricky position because my dad clearly is aware of how much mayonnaise he has, and he doesn't have any anymore.
That is a tricky position. Let me say this. The other night I went to a pizza place with Elle and we both got 3 slices of this incredibly delicious garlicky mushroom pizza. But the place itself had run out of sauce. She got it from the table, walked out of the restaurant, went across the road to a Sainsbury's, brought back a big full family size mayonnaise, and I've never loved her more.
Taking your own mayonnaise into a restaurant is so fucking
She was like,
hard.
I was looking for other sauces. That was the only one they had, but I can't have like a sauceless pizza. So she just brought this huge tub of mayonnaise and everyone looked at us. But I don't think it was judgmentally. I think it was jealousy.
What pizza dip do you make at home?
Dream scenario for me, it's a barbecue situation.
Emma Black's the same.
It's always a hickory barbecue. If I can sort of put it with a little bit of mayo to make it creamier. I also like chipotle mayo.
Yeah, but I like a spicy mayo, like sriracha mayo stirred around.
I'm not against a garlic, but a lot of the time I'm like, well, I can't taste my pizza now because it's just like, so if it's too strong, it's a bit much for me. But
I love
she's
a
a garlic
garlic and
gal,
herb
so
dip,
it's best
yeah.
for me. I don't like garlic and herb. I don't like that runny business from Domino's.
You're
I would
such a
always go
dick.
barbecue in Domino's.
Fire Away do a really good garlic dip.
What's
Really?
Fire Away?
What is Fire Away?
Well, they're like a chain all around London, but they just do loads of interesting, nice pizzas.
Am I living in
Quite
this
cheap.
city?
I don't know where you live. New Geranium is your favorite hot
Duranium! Duranium!
I will always say it wrong to have you say it correctly. Oh, every single time. Every single time. Helen, are you ready to solve a listener problem?
Yes, I am.
Are you starving? I'm hungry all of a sudden, which makes no sense
No,
because
apparently I'm not, because I've had a full curry, but I don't know how I feel anymore.
I suddenly feel hungry. I've had 2 crumpets with 3 eggs on them, and then I had a Charlie Clive made coconut cupcakes. So I ate one like an animal over the sink before I came out the door. It was delicious.
Who are you?
Oink oink vroom vroom, motherfuckers! We're going on tour! Bristol's already sold out.
I can't believe that.
And we've got a new date for Dublin. And Edinburgh and Brighton are selling pretty well. Where are we going and when are we going there, Helen, please?
We are going to Bristol, 10th of July. If you got a ticket, great. If you don't, you fucked it. 17th of July, we're at Brighton at the Forge Comedy Club. I love it there.
Me too. I just did my tour there. It was amazing. Love it. Come
Okay.
on, homos, get down there.
12th of August, we are at the Edinburgh Monkey Barrel. Tickets for that are going super, super fast, so please book if
You
you want
better
to come.
book
And
it.
also come see our shows as well. We're both on that
Yeah, don't be
day.
rude
It was
about
so
it.
lame not to.
Yeah, obviously.
Wednesday, 16th of October, we are at London at the Clapham Grand.
The Clapham Grand. Oh, it's a big boy, so
I
feel free. Tell your friends. Bring your friends. Bring your aunts. Bring your uncles. Why not?
so
Why not?
have to do a number there. That might be where we do Les Mis finally, Andrew. Okay, 19th of September, we are in Dublin at the Laughter Lounge.
That
yes,
was rearranged. We're sorry about it.
it was me. It was me. I had a job come in, which then got rescheduled, and Catherine doesn't know about that, so I'm not actually could have. Wednesday, 6th of November, we are
you
in
fucking
Manchester
kidding me?
at the Frog and Bucket. I love Manchester. Join us in Manchester. Come see us. Book tickets right now.
Are you joking?
And I'm not joking. I love you so much. See you soon. Bye. I just can't look at her right now.
I
can't
get
look at you.
it.
I love you, but I can't.
I know.
Andrew,
Yes.
can
you have
give
any
us a problem
problems?
that we can deal with
We can
probably
bond
no
over.
tact?
Yeah, shall
or bond over. That's a nicer way to
Yeah.
put it.
do you want me to bat you an easy one, or
Easy one.
I'd
yeah,
love you
100%.
to bat us what you think is an easy one. Well,
how about help my boss is lame and incompetent?
oh, I'm into that.
100% yes. Help my boss is lame and incompetent.
Yes, it sounds like a podcast under the Audio Always Network.
It really does. It really does. Go on.
This is from Kay.
Hi,
Hi, Kay.
Kay says, "Dear Catherine and Helen, after seeing Catherine's Melbourne show this year, which I was obsessed with, by the way, you quickly became my crush of the festival. I also discovered your podcast and absolutely adore it and love you both."
We got a listener from my Melbourne show.
That's so good.
That's so nice.
Really nice.
Because all I got were sort of aggressive messages from men's wives.
Hey.
Kay says,
Not
"Please
even
come
in a
back to
sexy way.
Australia soon."
Okay.
This is genuinely the next line. "And sorry about the men here. They're trash."
Okay, because in one of my shows, a man was so aggressive with me that his wife messaged me the next day to be like, "Sorry about my husband." I didn't message back because I'm like, "Oh, sweet love, please pack a bag. If you're sending in these kind of messages to other women about your husband, please pack a bag." But the follow up in the message was like, he was having a bad day, and I was like, "Oh, go on, Andrew." Thank you, Kay.
Kay promises to bring every lesbian they know to your shows next year.
I'll take it.
That's good.
Every lesbian one person knows coming to my shows. Is that enough reason to go to Australia?
That's all the lesbians in Melbourne. Everyone's connected there.
You're so right. We are all pretty much, yeah. Go on.
My dilemma is I just started a new job at a small company and it has quickly become apparent that my boss has no idea what he's doing and is using me to do his job for him.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
How do I set a boundary of telling him that
Do we have any,
that's-
sorry, Andrew, do we have any idea what kind of industry this is?
Small company. I'm assuming ice cream.
here we go.
or like
For context,
koala neutering or something.
koala neutering, yes, yeah.
It could be kangaroos. That's not going to be a small
Yeah.
business. No, go on.
But what
Kangaroo shooting.
their positions
Rude,
within the
rude.
company is marketing manager is the boss and Kay is a mid-weight graphic designer.
Mid-weight graphic
Yes.
designer. Now, where does the mid-weight?
I guess like not
Is there like a
head
featherweight?
graphic designer, but not like an intern, like just a stable graphic designer.
But not
Okay.
head of
employee.
design.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Should we assume it's for...
Well, it's for marketing.
No, but like what are we marketing just for fun?
The neutering of koalas.
Well, presumably
The
the
neutering of koalas. Thank you, Andrew. Let's do
Okay,
that. That'd be
fine.
fun.
do koalas
Go on.
have to be neutered?
I hope not. That'd be
How do
awful.
they? Well, then why do they also have
Quit, Kay.
syphilis?
Quit. You must stop neutering those koalas.
Don't
with
they all have
graphic
syphilis
design.
or something? Is
See,
it syphilis?
chlamydia or
Chlamydia.
something. Oh,
Surely they're
bless
not
them.
neutering them and then they also still have chlamydia.
Maybe they like chlamydia though.
Oh, right.
No, I think
Huh?
it's actually very damaging to the koala population.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
bless them.
Gosh.
The top Google result is koala chlamydia to human.
Only one way to find out.
No.
No, Kay. Sorry, Kay. Please.
Let's stay on message. So
Yeah.
Kay
I
has a
wanted
boss.
to stay on message.
Yeah. Kay says, "How do I set a boundary of telling him that that's his job and not mine? He also loves to tell clients that I am the new creative director when I have been hired for a far more junior role. And he also states that we are equals, even though he's being paid to manage me. He's also quite a lame person, which doesn't help. He sounds it. He constantly harps on about how if he didn't have kids, he'd be a famous screenwriter in LA, despite never making a film. He's made New York streetwear his entire personality and enjoyed the Tom Brady roast on Netflix." Wow.
This is a really good email.
You should do a roast, Kay, because this is
Yeah, I
amazing.
do agree. This is savage and tremendous.
What should I do? Thanks so much.
You have to enter him into a screenwriting competition. Don't you think? Like, enter his emails into it, use his personal addresses, and just sort of like make him an actual entry.
That's so funny. Or make your next pitch that you guys have to make a short film together, and he has to. So you like, you must write the script, of course. I'll do the visuals.
That's nice too.
And more
but don't
achievable.
you think this guy is probably so... he clearly is desperate to be liked. Really wants to be
He
cool.
sounds like Michael from The Office.
So, I love Michael from The Office though.
Yeah.
That's different. That's... I love Michael.
But would you want to work for him?
Yes.
Would you want to do his job for him while he gets paid to manage you and he doesn't really do anything?
Yeah.
Okay. I have an idea. He says you're equals. And he keeps telling everyone you're the creative director. I would ask for a meeting and say you'd love to be. And that in order to do so and to take on that level of responsibility and then name some of the things he obviously wants you to do, you'd have to be paid more.
Yeah.
I think it's an opportunity waiting to happen.
I think you've got so much power here because he's so clearly wanting to be like friends with you, and like I don't think he's saying it cruelly that you're the creative director. I think he thinks you'll love to hear it and love the thinking that you'll love to hear that you're equals, even though he's receiving a lot better compensation for being whatever equals is in his mind.
Unless Kay doesn't want that level of responsibility, in which case you
Just
do
have a
also have to have a
conversation.
meeting that's like, hey, this job is not as advertised. Do we need to talk about that? Because I don't have the bandwidth or the time or whatever it might be, or indeed nor am I being paid appropriate compensation to do the job you're describing. And then either it's like, I'd love that job, here's what that would look like, or I don't want that job because... And then either way you've sort of redrawn lines in the sand. It sounds on the bright side, because of his apparent need to be liked and thought of as cool, he will be okay in that meeting because he doesn't want you to think he's lame despite his incredible cheesiness.
Also, what was the Tom Brady roast? I missed this.
There was a roast of Tom Brady.
I saw this on Netflix, but is it literally just like the American style, like comedians come out and they just sort of like, slay.
Yeah.
And he loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe make friends with him. He does sound a little bit... No, you've got a lot more power here than I think you realise, purely because he's clearly so desperate.
I want you to forget about Michael from The Office, who you're clearly in love with.
No, see, now I'm getting...
And just,
I'm feeling bad
how
for
about
him.
this? How about you're in a car with a male comedian who's driving?
Why?
Because that's the only way you can get to this gig that is 5.5 hours
I'm pulling
away.
the gig.
No, you're in because it's a fee you can't turn down.
How much?
$2,000.
Oh my God, yeah, 100%. Are
Okay.
you kidding?
You're $2,000.
God, I would have done it for a fifth of that.
Well, you're on the hook. You're on the hook. Well, I should have £400 then. Fine.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, so you're on the hook for this gig. It's 5.5 hours away. He's driving.
Okay.
He is talking the whole time about how and there's a picture of his gorgeous wife and kids on the dash, if he wasn't lumbered with his missus and the kids, he'd be well gone to LA by now, probably a famous screenwriter. And he talks about that the whole way there. And he passes your favourite services and doesn't even offer to stop.
Why?
Yeah. Now, what are you doing? How do you feel about this guy now?
Probably getting a train back.
Are you like make friends with this guy? No, you're getting a train.
I mean, let's be realistic. I have been in these cars.
Yeah, me too. I know exactly who I'm talking about.
I just think, like, at the end of them, I just sort of go, like, look, like, if it was meant to be, it's meant to be, and you would have done it by now. And also, like, there's so many examples of people who have written films whilst just living in London and having kids. Like, just fucking get on with it.
Yeah.
But that's not the same thing. That's not the power dynamic of a boss. That's just me with another comedian in the car.
What about when you get there and it turns out that fee is actually split and he's getting 4/5 of it?
Why?
Yeah. You're furious.
I'd probably call you up and ask you what I do.
Yeah, to be fair, I'd happily be your advocate. That's not the point. Okay, have we lost the train of the problem? The point is, I think it's an opportunity. Either you don't want this job, in which case he's thankfully so nice and so desperate to be liked that he will make that a livable situation thereafter, or you do want the job, in which case you say, wow, incredible, this job that you're talking about sounds amazing. It's not the one I was hired for, so how do we make that happen? I.e. where I get paid more.
There's an episode of The Office where Michael asks for a roast for his birthday, where everyone roasts him, and it ends up like he's super upset and in tears.
Yeah.
Could you host him a roast? Like a Tom Brady style roast for him in The Office?
That would be so fun because
And
he
in
loves it
that
so
you could
much.
get all the jabs sort of in. And
Just
sort of
read
make,
this email out.
Yeah.
Okay, please,
Or
you
just-
must.
Well, no, don't play this back, so we've really celebrated him for a while there.
But if you could film that and send it into us as an update, would watch, please, yes, thank you.
Would watch, please, yes, thank you.
Oh my God, yes.
I think we crushed that one.
Yeah, I think we nailed it.
I'm sorry, Kay, that you had to come in on such a weird day for us.
Hope I'm still your crush. I'm going to be everyone's crush when I'm done crushing Mattitude.
I fucking hate you today. Oh, you are. What is wrong with me? I'm genuinely seething sometimes.
I know. Em's managing my tour for a week. And partly it's to share the driving, and partly because like it's good for me to pay somebody to help me get to places and to manage all the things that will need to be managed. But mostly it's so that I don't have to spend every single week alone. And for that week, she's already decided to make a spreadsheet for the things we do, and I can't tell if it's because she gets who I am or if it's because she knows that we need to fill the time. Otherwise, I'll just talk at her like this and be like, "Want to do Matitude? I wonder if there's Matitude in Newcastle."
Please let us know if there is Matitude. We'd love to hear about your favourite funky and groovy exercise classes in the northeast.
Oh my god, actually, we are going to Birmingham, Newcastle, Manchester, Leeds,
We're not doing
Liverpool, Sheffield. No, but listen, if you have either A, any good yoga or Pilates exercise class recommendations, or B,
I hate what we've
any
become.
nice food places to eat, Em and I would love to know.
You can get that chocolate cake in Leeds, the Bruce.
Oh my god, that looks amazing.
That bakery. It's near Hyde Park Book Club. Like
that actually looks
area.
astounding. I would really like to go there, but I also really want to go to Idle Hands in Manchester for pie.
What's Idle Hands?
It's a pie shop. They do sweet pies. No.
Tell you what, I think in Leeds I went to a really good bagel place with Acaster that was incredible. Or donut place.
Where did we go to the Marmaduke? Was that Sheffield?
Yeah,
Oh, so
What's
good.
the Marmaduke?
Gorgeous cafe, delicious food.
it's very nice.
Oh, I do love a
They
cafe.
bought us free cake, didn't they?
They did give us free cake.
Oh, I remember this.
It was really exciting. Which was a joke because we'd already spent like 8 hours working for free in their coffee shop upstairs off with like at the dregs of one coffee. We were about like, we're just leaving. And then they were like, have some free cake. So maybe it was because they recognized it, but maybe it was because they were like, Jesus Christ, these kids.
Kids.
It was years ago.
Okay.
It was pre-Matitude.
Should we do another problem?
It's probably
Yeah.
for the best. Andrew?
Oh, well, speaking of crushes, we have
Go
a
on.
friend.
Someone's got a crush on me? Never mind. We'll get one day.
I've got a crush
Helen.
on you, Helen.
Anyone who shows an interest in you, you're like, ugh, disgusting, gross.
Because I'm mentally not very well.
Yes, go on.
This is from T.
Hi, T.
Dear Trusty Hog.
Oh my God. And the first one was on K. KT Tunstall. What? Go on. My brain works very differently.
Okay, ready? Not even Katie Lang?
No, I saw KT. Because remember KT Tunstall, like, spelt it KT. The letters KT Tunstall.
KD Lang. I'm tired. I heard it as I said it, and then Em looked at me like, you fucking pathetic lesbian, and then I was like, oh my God,
I don't
it's
even know
KD
who
Lang.
Katie Lang is, in all fairness.
What? Yes, you do.
Who?
Oh my God, the OG lesbian musician, guitar, short hair, wears denim on denim. Katie Lang.
Sheryl Crow?
Motherfucker.
Look, I'll look her up in a minute.
KT Tunstall, KD Lang. Where that really is where the straight and the gay meet.
That's Katie Lang.
That's
for
Katie
reference.
Lang.
She looks gorgeous. I don't think I know her.
I actually think you'd really fancy Katie Lang.
Yeah. She does look very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
So, this is not from Katie
Em's gone to
Tunstall,
a different
Katie
place
Lang,
now.
or
Em's like, oh yeah. Sorry, go on.
any other singer-songwriter. It's from
Okay.
a dear listener.
Called T.
T.
Hi,
Hello,
T.
T. Sorry, we really went down a rabbit hole there.
That's all right. The listeners are used to it.
Huh?
T
Andrew was
says,
being
"Dear
so...
Trusty
I know we're off
So
today, but
shady
Andrew's being a
today.
fucking prick.
Wow. Okay. Oh, gosh.
Say sorry, Andrew.
Sorry.
Don't say sorry,
You're
Andrew.
forgiven. I'm so sorry. Go.
Go on, T.
T says, I have known my best friend now for 6 years. We met through mutual friends at a pub quiz and clicked instantly.
Lush.
We're
Cute.
both very introverted people by nature and have always been a support to each other at social events. And through
Two introverts would totally meet at a pub quiz and being like, this is fucking hell. Why is this happening to me? I love that. Go on.
Been there through big changes in each other's lives and also been each other's emergency contact for the past 3 years. We speak to each other every day. Obviously, we're very close. However, during our friendship, we've both either been in relationships or been recovering from breakups, and nothing romantic has ever happened between us. On multiple occasions, my friends and family, who he's met multiple times, have suggested that we started dating, and I've always protested and said that I don't see him that way. However, over the past 6 months or so, I have
It's
realised...
like you and Sunil.
I literally was waiting for you to say that. That is why I looked at you. I was like, I am not fucking doing this. Go, keep going.
However,
Is he your emergency contact? Oh my god!
I do put on like filming days or like when you have to put emergency contact for work. Yes, he is my emergency contact, and on my phone he is my emergency contact.
Give him a little blowjob.
Because we live together, it makes sense.
Come on, one little blowjob just to see how it feels.
wipe the dust off that worm, baby.
There's a worm in his room.
Wipe the dust off that worm, baby. That's disgusting.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I support it. Go on.
So T says, over the past 6 months or so, I have realised that I have an embarrassingly large crush on him.
Yeah, that was coming.
I've only told my sister about this. She wasn't at all surprised, and I've managed to keep it a secret otherwise. As I enter my late 30s, I'm so aware of how much all my friendships, but especially his, mean to me.
Oh God.
And I know that I wouldn't recover if I confessed my feelings and lost his friendship as a result.
God.
Are they gay or straight? Sorry, just
Straight.
There's no.
it doesn't matter, but I go on.
I don't know. I'm afraid.
This feels so straight woman to me.
Really?
I think it might be gay. Just
That's
from
why I
the
was
email
asking, because I feel
address.
like we're all reading our own biases into it and just wanted to find out. But go on.
The final comment is well, actually, there's a lovely PS that says, "Thank you for making an amazing podcast."
Aww.
But obviously, their problem and their question is, should I bite the bullet and do it anyway? Thanks, T.
We have done problems of this style before, but never
Late
when
30s, 60
That's
years.
exactly what I
best
was thinking.
friends.
I feel like we've done the I'm in love with my best friend, should I say it? I can't bear losing their friendship for like 18 to 22-year-olds. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't even been in this position. Like,
Yeah.
the feeling of like, oh my God. And also like, I don't know if this is true for everyone, but like my crushes feel different the older I get, the more like serious they are. They're less flighty. So like the more like you're like, no, I actually do really fancy them. It's not a case of just like maybe. And to lose a friend that's wonderful and number one, you might not lose them, even if it isn't the answer you want to hear. I would say that it's not an
Interesting.
either or.
Well,
it would be difficult, and it could be
I
very
do
difficult.
think in respect to that, you also have a big part to play. Like, they might be able to get over it, but would you be able to, is a question that you probably do. The good thing about this being this age is you probably do know yourself well enough to answer the kind of questions you need to ask yourself. Like, would you be able to handle it if you got to know and still be friends? Have you also genuinely considered whether or not you'd be good partners to each other? Because
It sounds like they would be, though. Like, don't you think? Like, they able to support each other through big different life events throughout the years. Like,
why hasn't the friend said anything of this nature if they are interested? Like, is there an absence there of mutual attraction, or is there a nervousness on both parties? Like, do you really feel like, I think as their friend, you probably have a sense of whether or not they fancy you.
I'd say so. I mean, I don't know how long the last relationship or breakup was for either of you. But it's also what feels like someone fancying you back can sometimes be very good friendship vibes.
Yes, it can.
And that is devastating to misread. But I think we all do it when you're like, I think there's a vibe there. And it's like, no. And sometimes it can be quashed within an hour. Like, you're like, there's a vibe. Then you're like, no, they're in a relationship. I just didn't know that. And like, they're just very friendly like that. You've got to say, though.
Do you think?
You do. Because it's like, if
Do you
this
think?
is a big thing for you, and I think it'll be ever so hard.
Do you think?
If they're both single, I think if it's something you would look back and regret, you've got to give it a go.
Yes, and friendships are harder to make the older you get. They're so fundamentally important. It sounds like they have a borderline.
This thing, we're so different.
They have
I'm
a
the
borderline
opposite.
familial dynamic.
No, I think this is just this. We always get split on.
No, but I
romantic
was just
relationships like
checking.
this.
I do actually. I ultimately agree with you. I come down on the side of you should say it. But I just really want you to think out, would you be good partners? What has gone wrong in your own relationships that make that like, or what has been good in your past relationships that you think will work or won't work here? Just like, be sure.
Oh
is
my
all
God, I
I'm
want
saying
this to
before you
work
risk
so
it.
bad. I feel like I've got all the emotions that I have
When
I have this feeling of like, I need to say something. I mean, I've had it twice, but like,
Sunil.
no, not Sunil. But like,
When was this email sent?
About 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God, T, have you done it? Can you let us know, please, immediately? I think you should. I think, okay, God, yeah, I think you should actually, because I just think...
Oh my God, just know that we are...
If they get into a relationship and then... But the only thing is to say, if they say no, and then they get into a relationship and they tell that new partner that you've said that they might become there might be an obstacle to you guys being friends going forward.
No, you'll move country and you'll be fine. You'll figure it out. That's what I did. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I don't.
Oh my God! I feel like I can hear all the hogs at home listening to this, just like rooting.
Like
we're sending love to wherever you are in the world. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I want this to work.
And
so
oh my
bad.
God! By the way, like it's like literally like you're so young. This is absolutely like you don't have to feel like this is like either I do this or I don't ever meet anyone, or I have to do this because I'm at a certain age. Like I just want to be clear, like. Ruth, the oldest person who listens to our podcast, Ruth, the mayor of Gigless.
You're going to
Ruth.
say no.
I'm joking. I'm joking. That was a joke. That was a joke because Ruth would think that was so funny. Ruth is laughing. But seriously, Ruth's so old and found a girlfriend and now fiance at our gigs. So I always think of that when I'm like, everything's fine.
You know, I met Ruth.
I hope Ruth's laughing. Imagine Ruth's so really offended. Ruth, don't be offended, man.
I am mad. I met Ruth and Rachel's sister in Brisbane. She came to see my show. Ruth sent her. They bought them tickets.
That's so nice.
Cute. She was so lovely.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
I met her and I was like, you're just an absolute babe. And she was like, my sister met her fiance at one of your shows. And I was like, oh my God, like what? And then I was like, is this Ruth and Rachel? Like, there can't be another one.
Oh my God, you must please tell us everything. Also, the invites have gone out for that wedding and we're not invited. So that was a tough thing to find out at my show in York.
I don't care.
No, me neither. Tim and Dom got married, didn't invite us either.
Oh, I saw Tim and Dom the other day.
Wicked. But listen, like just
we're having a tough episode, man.
Yeah, do you? I mean, like just because we're sort of fundamental to people's relationships doesn't mean they have to invite us to their weddings.
T, you have to let us know. I'm so sorry, and I know it's going to feel like you don't want to message us if it's not exactly the thing you want, but we want to hear it.
Oh, you do kind of have to message.
I think it's love. I don't know.
Oh my God, what if T
love.
does it on camera and sends us the video?
No, don't do that. Do not do that. That's fucking mental.
Right? Yeah, no, that'd be crazy.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, how about this?
Go to Matitude.
If T does it, and it works out, you have to tell Sunil how you feel.
That he needs to clean his fucking room. Do you want to see the messages from when I left the flat? Like, I am so...
Okay, you have to... How about this? If T does it, you have to try to kiss Sunil on the mouth one time and see how you feel.
I could do that. I could film that. He would freak out. I think actually that would be really, really funny.
Love that.
Just for anyone who's new here, by the way, Sunil is my housemate.
Who I believe she's destined to be with. No, but you guys have vibes. We
spend all our time together because we're both single.
And you make such hot babies.
I think it'd be funny to film me trying to kiss Sunil just to watch him either completely freaking out and lashing out
or going with it,
disassociating to the point where you see him leaving his body.
Or third option, you're both into it.
Or third option, he starts making out with me and I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? And then 20 worms arrive and I'm like, sort your room out. You're 43. Clean your room and stop buying things you're not going to fucking read. You bought Dostoevsky's The Idiot. He hasn't read a book in 8 years. He's not going to start with Dostoevsky.
Listen, what if you just kiss him and then say, is tongue fatigue a thing?
Okay, slay. I actually would film that. That is very funny.
Hot. In the play I went to see at the Yard, called Multiple Casualty Incident, the guy in it, Rosa Robson, is like dating this younger guy, and he sits on her lap at one point, and it's so hot. You don't often see that dynamic that way, and it was like, I was like, I'm so into this. It's just a sexy thing to do, to have a man in your lap. Oh, so you could do that with Sunil
to sit on my lap.
That'd be so sexy.
I don't think he's ever sat on my lap.
Try it. Might start something. Might get something going. Might awaken something.
Maybe we'll watch Sexy Beast again. We'll watch another Jonathan Glazer film and just get in the mood.
No, I just think say is tongue fatigue a thing, and then T can try the same thing. Hot. I've solved it. Done. Am I weird today?
I honestly think let's wrap up this episode.
You
'cause I
think?
think it's only getting worse from here.
Do you want to talk about the actual reason that we're mad, which is that you have had a big therapy session. You've brought that energy in.
I had therapy
There's loads of
yesterday,
stuff
and I had
going
my
on
first
for
meeting
you.
with a nutritionist today.
It's going on under the table. I can feel it. And you're not talking about it. And so we've gotten weird. And I actually think you just need to tell me the truth of how you're feeling in the extras.
What an episode. What? You know what?
What?
Just
An
banter.
episode?
A great example of female friendship. I'd say that.
Do you think?
Nope.
Do you know what? We got lots of lovely comments on Patreon because we said we'd do every other episode just us.
Yeah.
And loads of people said, "Oh, I love it when it's just you guys."
Well, they're
And
not
we're
anymore.
going to make them rue the day.
We're going to start getting messages be like, bring in guests.
We've lived to regret it. We would like some guests now. But I think most of the messages are going to be like, what happened with T? Please let us know.
Please
For
get in touch
sure.
to you.
Please.
And now we're going to leave you. And for those who are on Patreon, we'll see you in a minute. Bye.
Bye. Whoa, Helen, we've got some new executive producers.
Holy
This is
fuck.
so exciting.
Holy fuck.
In the bougie section. All right. Thank you to Guy Goodman. Bougie? Is it bougie?
Bougie.
I lent on the G. I lent on the G.
G.
Bougie. You bougie. Anyway, thank you for supporting us. Our exec producers, they are Guy Goodman, Simon Moores, Annie Tonner, Stefanie Catracchia has moved up a level. Don't mind if we do. Oliver Jago, Anthony Conway, Matthew Thomas, Madeline Quinne, Grace O'Reilly, and J.S. A whole bunch of new guys.
Thank you all so much. And
Woohoo.
shout out to our amazing producers. You know them. Sing along. It's Richard Bicknell, Elle, Richard Bold, Neil Redmond, Harald van Dijk, Tim and Dom, David Walker, Rachel R, Sadie Cashmore, Claire Owen-Jones, Jess Nick, Zoe, Sarah and Molly, Raia Fink, Cordelia, Rachel Page, Helen A, Tina Linsey, Graham Marsh, Amy O'Riordan, Abbie Worf, Matt Sims, Luke Bright, Leah, Kate, Spencer, Tristan, Liz Fort, Taz, Anthony, Chloe, Becky Fox, Dean Michael, Sophie Chivers, Carey Seuthe, Charley A. Don't know why that one tripped me up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Casey, Haley Worf. Have I not already said that? They're two Worfs. Tina Worf and Haley Worf.
Keep
Shout
going,
out to the
keep
sisters.
going.
And Kerry, no. Oh no.
Aussie Steph.
Aussie Steph. Jam, Rainbird, Slay, Nathan Smith, Amanda McCall, Tamsyne Smith-Harding, Hannah J.
I loved my favourite read there was when you said, Kate Spencer.
Who's Kate Spencer?
She's one of our producers.
Yeah, I know that, but like.
But you said Kate Spencer. Like,
Oh,
she's
right,
like-
okay.
Oh, thank you everyone for producing. We love you all.
Thank you, bye.
I wonder if Amanda's related to Davina.